Welcome inside the WB Mason Coach Support right here on GoHofstra.com. Ron Fay alongside Dennis Papadatos, head coach of the Hofstra wrestling team. Coach, Happy New Year. How you doing?
Happy New Year to you and happy holidays. Good. I'm doing good. Ready for get back to work.
Now let's talk about this past weekend, Lock Haven Invitational and your team finishing 5th there. Just some of your general thoughts on that meet.
I feel like a broken record. It's more of the same, like extreme highs and extreme lows all on the same day. And like there was a point in the day that we were wrestling really, really well, and with some guys redshirting and the tournament type, Lock Haven would have been hard to beat at this tournament, but we were in second the whole day, and then we kind of had a big letdown, and we ended up in 5th, all close, like real close to second, but like the monumental letdown, at that about 1 hour, kind of really put a damper on the day. Overall, I guess it was a pretty good day, but the positives outweigh the highs outweigh the lows, but I'm always worried about the lows. You know what I mean? The positives are expected because we train hard, we do the right thing, so you expect the positives, so they're not that big of a deal. But the lows are unexpected, and they just kind of hit me hard. But not to put a damper on it was a good day. I just we left a lot of points and on the table, a lot of wins on the table. So yeah.
Let's talk about some individuals as well. Sage Heller, he won at 174 pounds. How about his performance in the meet as well?
There you go. There's a positive. And he had a good weight class. There was like 4 good kids in his weight. The kid that the #1 seed was a return national qualifier, and Sage never got to wrestle him because that kid lost in the semifinals to a very highly recruited kid out of Virginia, Heppelman, and then Sage beat him pretty handily in the finals. So that was a positive for Sage. Wrestled confident and he wrestled tough and he found a way to score points. And he scored big points in the semifinals. He looked good. Sage looked as well-rounded and as good as he has all week, and not just because he won. It was the way more he competed, and he turned around. He lost to that Binghamton kid 7-0 in the dual meet. He pinned him earlier in the year, but he was losing to him when he pinned him. So like we kind of lucked out there. And then he wrestled him in the dual meet, and he kind of got handled 7-0, and now he wrestled him in the quarterfinals, and he beat the tar out of him. So it was a good, mental upgrade for Sage in that sense. So yeah, we're really happy with Sage. Really happy with Sage from the weekend.
And 2 other individuals unattached, not scoring Hofstra any points in the Invitational, Brian Damon, as well as Ricky Stam, doing very well. How about their performance? Do you think that they were just more loose being unattached?
No, Ricky Stam is just one of the best competitors that I've ever seen. And man, that kid puts it on. I can tell you, Sage won the tournament. You're going to get it through Ryan Berger took second, and I think we placed 5 guys. Mike Hughes didn't wrestle at that tournament. But I can tell you, I had about 5 coaches and parents of other kids on the team, and were like, "Who is that kid?" About Ricky Stam. Not Sage Heller, who won it, who looked unbelievable, about Ricky Stam because of the way he presents himself, the way he competes. He lost to a really tough kid in the semifinals, and he melted him at the end. Just had the kid scored too many points early, and he competed hard. And Damon loves that tournament. He's won that tournament before. He's taken 4th before. Now he's at 3rd. He was supposed to go 25, so last minute he switched to 33 in this tournament. So yes, he wrestled well with some pins and stuff like that. Obviously, those guys don't score points for us, like you said. We had all our guys redshirting scoring points for us, so we might have won it. You know what I mean? But especially with Mike Hughes wrestling. But that's not in the cards right now, so it's not happening. But yeah, we were really happy with them that they're coming along, that they're getting better, that they're competing and getting things done.
And like you said before, Berger finishing 2nd in his weight class. Any other individuals really stood out to you in that Invitational?
Berger wrestled real well. Ryan had a good weight, had some good wins, and more importantly was the way he competed. I was happy with. He competed really hard, even in the finals when he lost. Connor Berger had some highs and lows, had a really hard time making weight, made it, beat a good kid, and then he lost 2 tight matches to 2 good kids. But he competed, so it wasn't. Obviously I don't want him here in place, so I can't be too excited. But yeah, he definitely competed. After that, overall, we did pretty well. But there was, like I said, there was some lows that Omar and Nazadad, they were good enough to win it in place, and they went 1 and 2, and then, that was disappointing. Oxley had a low for him this year. He usually competes much better, and so does Damiano, who's unattached. So a little disappointed in the upper weights. I don't know if disappointed is not the right, it's just, I guess I expected a lot more, and we got to do our job to get it out of them. And Jay Kaminsky actually wrestled well. He lost in the match to place top 4, really close match. He was winning, and then his teammate Ricky Stam avenged him by beating that kid in the 3rd, 4th place match. So I would say of all the other guys we haven't mentioned, Vinny Vespa actually looked good in the matches he won, and then he got caught in this match and he lost. He probably would have beat the kid, and just got caught in a move and cement mix on his back and pinned. So it wasn't. Same thing with Martin competed hard. Kaminsky competed hard. So yeah, we just expect a little more. So, but all in all, it was a pretty good day. We're keep moving forward.
And meanwhile, in Chattanooga, Tennessee, at the Southern Scuffle, Mike Hughes, unattached, he finishes 5th in his weight class. How about his performance? We've talked about it on the show before. His leadership in the locker room. I mean, what does that bring that he's finishing 5th at such a prestigious invitation like that?
I mean, it's the hardest tournament of the year. There's no ifs and buts about it. And the other second hardest tournament of the year was the same time we were at the locker room called Midlands. And we debated on either send Mike to Midlands or we send Mike to the Scuffle. Obviously, I have a relationship with the Scuffle coach, so I sent him to the Scuffle. But a heavyweight that he beat 12-0 at the Binghamton Open made the final in the Midlands. You know what I mean? So we're happy. But at the end of the day, as I told Mike yesterday, when I looked at the brackets, I'm like, wow, actually Mike can win this thing. So 5th was a little letdown from what we expected, but at the end of the day, last year he was good enough to place at the Vegas tournament. He lost a round of 12, and then he was good enough to win the WA, and he took 3rd, and then he was good enough to place at Nationals, and he went 2-2. So now he was good enough to win, and he placed. So we're moving up. Does that make sense? So next year when he's out of red shirt, he's going to be good enough hopefully to go to the tournament and win it, which he already was, but now we can kind of get it done. And he got a little banged up. To be honest, the reason I'm the most excited, he's on his way home right now on a plane, but he twisted his knee that he may be out for a little bit. And he wrestled the 6th match. The first match he lost, he kind of twisted his knee and contemplated forfeiting out. And thank God I talked to him because I wasn't there. I talked to him on the phone. We got him through it, and he went 5-1, beating very good kids after that on one leg. So that's another reason why I'm like, man, he toughened up and he got it done, and he won, and he beat good kids with one leg. And so we'll see what it is when he gets back, but he's probably going to be off practice mat for a little bit as well. But we're excited that he's putting us kind of back on the map. Placing at the Scuffle is a big deal for any program. Even the Oklahoma State and Penn State make a big deal about it when their guys win and place at the Scuffle. So it's nice to be in those conversations.
And 3 matches on the slate this upcoming weekend. On Friday at Bloomsburg, a dual meet against them, and then this weekend in East Stroudsburg, you take on East Stroudsburg, I should say, in Brookville, New York, as well as Duke. 2-1, 3-0, Coach. What are you expecting this weekend?
We always want to go 3-0. We absolutely can go on 3-0. Again, everyone's going to come ready to compete. Bloomsburg wants to avenge their loss to us last year. I'm sure East Stroudsburg they have nothing to lose because to compete against us, so they have a lot less nerves, and Duke's pretty good. Duke has a little similar situation as us where they have 2 or 3 guys that are good that would be starters for them that are redshirting. So, but their heavyweight just won the Scuffle, and we don't got Mike to combat him, he's a guy that I really think Mike could be. You know what I mean? That way, but the kid won and he's good, and he's not redshirting, so he's gonna wrestle Omar. So. They got some guys, so that's probably the most premier match of the weekend. But we got to make sure we win the other 2, and then looking to go 3-0. I mean, that's the plan. We're definitely for the most part trending that guys are getting better every week, so that's a good thing. But that's expected when you have a really young team that's working, that has a good attitude. So that's kind of where we're at.
Dennis Papadatos, the head coach of the Hofstra wrestling team. Coach, thanks for the time.
Thanks for having me, and happy New Year again. Happy holidays. See everyone soon.
And thank you for watching the WBC Coach Report right here on GoHops.com.